Hey everybody, and welcome to the next map that I'm going to play, which is Sullust Imperial Factory, which is another map made by Barono. We already did the Battlefields of Scarif recently, and now we're taking a look at the other one. And even though I, aesthetically, I prefer Scarif, this is actually the one that really had me excited for these maps, because this one looked actually really pretty. And even though on paper I like the aesthetics of Scarif more, this is actually the prettier one of the two maps. This one is super crisp, super clear. Love the different colors here. We got some purple, we got of course the red containers. Beautiful contrast with the upspewing lava. Got the towers, just full of detail. Really, really beautiful. And it looks beautiful from the sky too. At first glance, there are not as many graphical glitches as with Scarif, where you have units or assets disappearing. Still feels very epic though. Oh, well, a little bit of a draw distance issue there. You know, might give snipers a little bit of an unfair advantage, but it is far enough to where that's probably not the case. Like, someone needs to stand all the way over there for that to really matter, so forget what I just said. Some very cool custom vehicles as well. Really, really cool. This is actually already at first initial response the better of the two maps. Like, it looks beautiful. It looks fun. You know, full of places to explore, to check out. You can have some small indoor fights, and it's just chock full of like assets and objects, which I always appreciate, because it just makes the battlefield feel more alive. And the cool thing too, even though we don't have what we had with the other map, where you have all these ships flying through the sky, it still feels like a super epic battle. Like, there's always something happening in the background. And it's really good in conveying that epic feeling. The AT-AT does not actually seem to be a spawnable unit. Oh, this is interesting. They even have like a base all the way down here. Question is, how do you get out? Ah, my good man, he knows. Look at this. This is beautiful too. Very atmospheric with these lights shining down. I always love it when they have these sort of like starter locations that are super detailed. It sometimes makes me want to, you know, have the battle here too, but I don't know how well the AI will work with such tight indoor environments. Like, they might get stuck if it gets a bit too complex. The layout of the command post is actually very cool too. On first glance, you might think they're just scattered around randomly, but it's kind of a pattern. It's almost a single lane battlefield that is set up, which is very cool, because you go on this journey as the Imperials to, like, you know, go and conquer the enemy territory, and as the other one, you kind of defend it. In that sense, it almost resembles something like the trench warfare map, which doesn't feel like a lane battle at all, but is a one-way traffic in the essence that one team defends and the other attacks. That's actually a premise that is still actually pretty rare with Battlefront 2 maps. You know, you have entire games that revolve around that principle. You know, Rainbow Six is a great example of this. You always have one team that defends, one team that attacks. And most of the maps with Battlefront 2, you have it that both sides just are on the attacking side. There are exceptions, of course. The Battle of Hoth is a great example. The Battle of Kashyyyk is another one. But with, for example, the Battle of Camino, even on the vanilla one, even though the clones, you know, start with the cloning facility, it never really feels like they're on the defensive side because it's just both teams securing the various platforms. I'm just kind of pushing a little bit too far with this ATST, but I just want to see where this all goes. And like, we're not even at the end yet, but this is very, very cool. And it looks as detailed and polished everywhere where you look. This is really good. This is like a must download. And though I like the Scarif one a lot too when I played it, this is the one that has me say yes. And definitely also be on the lookout for what this creator will do next. I don't know what this AT-AT is doing. You know, these maps have everything. They have an incredible aesthetic, feel very epic, and have custom units, custom vehicles. The cool thing too, again, recently we've done a lot of those trench warfare maps that I talked about just now. It's great to see another map creator do something completely different in terms of like feels and aesthetics, and still have it be as epic.
Let's get this over with.
Can I not? Hell. Never mind that. Also, compared to the Scarif map, this has a very different feel purely by gameplay. Not just aesthetics, but again, the Scarif one is way more scattered. That one feels like a randomly, you know, positioned command post, and it's just go to various islands and capture the points. Whereas this is way more, you know, you're going along one route and picking off the command posts along the way. We lost control. Oh, that's not good. Don't drive me over. Don't drive me over. Goodbye.
Victory is ours. A command post for the Empire.
It's actually
reinforcement count is diminished.
very impressive that they captured a command post, even with having such low units. Magma Trooper. Why not? Love the look of these two. This, of course, is also sort of like inspired with the looks of the first EA Battlefront game. Which that game is just absolutely awful. I kind of want to review it on the Kanoa Reviews channel one day. I don't think I will give it a very good score. This also, in terms of tempo, is just solid and. What is he doing?
We've lost a command post.
He wanted to drive me over. Oh my God, he does! The maniac. There you go. But yeah, in the Scarif map at the end, I said that the tempo kind of changed. Like, it was almost like no one was killing anyone, and the last 5 minutes or so felt super weird. and a bit awkward, as if the battle's like stopped. That's not the case here. It's a constant battle. Very clear that the tempo is not decreasing or increasing. It's just as it always is. So that's really good. Just overall a super, super fun map to play. Both also as the defending rebels or the attacking Imperials. This, people, in my opinion, is a must download. It's also a great, for example, contender to top 10 or top 5 maps of the year. Really, really good. Really impressive. If you want to download this map, you can find it in the description down below. Don't forget to let me know any recommendations or requests on maps or mods you want to see on the channel. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.